you haven't seen it, please come on a Friday or Saturday. It's super fun, super cheap improv, and it's an awesome time. Also, if you're interested in acting classes for yourself or friends, they offer an intensive acting training program here. You can get all that literature up front. This is the closing night of our first show ever, so thank you for being here. Your support means so much to us. If you'd like to learn more about Slipstream, there is information up front, and we always accept donations on our website, slipstreamti.com. Different sponsorship levels. At any time you give anything to us, you get something in return. We like that. And it's tax deductible, so feel free to do that. But the real star of the show is the Ruth Ellis Center, which is the charity we are pairing with for this particular production. Ruth Ellis Center, some of you may not know about it, some of you may, but some facts about it that are interesting and why we chose to pair with them. There are nearly 2 million homeless youth in the country. Up to 40% of those homeless youth identify as LGBTQ, which is lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgendered, and queer. So basically almost half of the homeless youth in the country identify as LGBTQ. Ruth Ellis Center takes care of the homeless youth that identify as LGBTQ. 50% of the ones here in Detroit, which, if you don't know, between 800 and 1,000 homeless youth are experiencing homelessness in Detroit each night. So like tonight, New Year's Eve, while you're sitting here, there's up to 1,000 homeless LGBTQ youth in Detroit. Ruth Ellis Center served 50% of those homeless last year alone at the drop-in center, which is in Highland Park, and that provides basic safety net services like food, laundry, showers, clothing, peer support, and most importantly, a very safe space for youth to be affirmed as who they are rather than run from it. Also, this is interesting, 1 in 5 youth in foster care around the country identify as LGBTQ. Yet Ruth Ellis Center is the only licensed and contracted residential foster care facility specific to LGBTQ youth in the entire country. So that's pretty special. Ruth's House, located in Detroit, is a foster care facility for youth ages 7 to 17. They stay for 30 days or as long as they're in foster care. People of Ruth Ellis obviously need lots of volunteers all the time. But the people of Ruth Ellis become their family, and they take them to parent-teacher conferences, doctor's appointments. They provide 24 hours a day care and support. The #1 reason for LGBTQ youth to be homeless, by the way, is rejection at home. And it is known that about 9% of LGBTQ youth who are rejected from home are more likely to commit suicide than those who come from accepting family. So some things to consider about rejecting kids, because the show rejects kids. Okay, spoilers. Moving on. I had to get something light in there. Ruth Ellis Center, we have a bunch of literature from them up front, so if you would like to donate some time, they do need volunteers. If you would like to donate, again, tax deduction. If you'd like to donate some money to them, you can do that. All of the info we have at the front desk. At intermission, there's a 10-minute intermission. You can, grab some of those, and you can also visit their website, ruthelliscenter.org. Okay? With that, I welcome you to The Winter's Tale, and I'll turn the evening over to our little storytellers.
Little.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome. Wow, it is cold out, right?
Right,
Super
pretty
cold.
and it's still pretty cold in here. But we want to invite you in.
And tell you our winter's tale.
Right. And a winter's tale is usually told like around a fire, and it's very,
But we
very
don't
pleasant.
have a fire because
Right.
that would break fire code.
Right. That'd be a little illegal. I
yeah.
tried. Don't worry.
And what's better at the holidays than stories about
Family.
family? We're brother and sister.
I'm a whole minute older.
Yeah, we still dress
Whole
alike.
minute
It's
better.
precious. So we're going to tell you a story about our family, our grandparents.
Yes.
Exactly.
And it happened not a long time ago, but like around like grandparent time, right?
Yeah.
So like what, 60 years?
Something like that. And it happened, we're going to take you back to Cecilia.
Right. And it's very cold there and very dark.
It's
and very
cold,
cool.
I like it.
Right.
Yeah, and they did this really cool thing. So our grandparents used to serve a king and a queen, and
Right.
Cecilia.
And what they did changed everything. It made us who we are today.
It's
And
really cool.
that's why we're telling you our story.
Yeah. But we can't do it alone,
Right.
so we're gonna need some people from the audience. Congrats for participating. I need a pregnant queen. You. No, you're just like, you're glowing, you're beautiful, you're very regal.
Oh,
And you're, what were we at the Opera House? You're
I don't look like this.
okay. I'm not saying you're pregnant, just like stick out
You
your
only
head.
look a little pregnant.
I don't look a little pregnant. That's so much better than a lot of pregnant.
You need to wear jewelry.
Don't worry.
You need to wear jewelry.
You can do some steps too. Just have
We're getting feisty. Okay. You are going to be Queen Hermione.
Okay.
She's married to the king. And this is your child, first child, and you're pregnant with your second. All right?
All right, and while you tell her a little bit more about her character, I need a sexy king to play King Leontes. So, yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
How about you? How about you? You look good. Yeah. And I totally met you on Grindr.
No.
I just told you.
I don't want to know.
No, let me do it. Oh, it's my job to undress you.
Whoa. Do you do this like all the time?
Yeah,
That's
he's
like
pretty
really
aggressive.
intimidating.
Just stop
Yeah, but
flirting.
don't worry, you get to intimidate.
Okay, well, I need a cute boy too, and I'm going
Come over
to
here.
choose you. Yeah,
Hi.
Hi.
All right. Yeah, you can love me.
Yeah.
Just swipe
So you are playing King Leontes. So you get to wear this cool cape vest.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Nice confess.
It's very Lord of the Rings.
Hey,
This is very beautiful.
Yeah.
You're married to King Hermione, right?
Hi.
You're best friends with King Polixenes. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So you're King Polixenes, and you're the King of Bohemia, which is like across the pond. It's very warm there. But you've been visiting Cecilia for 9 months. All right. No, you guys are like chocolate friends. Okay. All right. Oh, and one more thing.
What?
Yeah. Okay. Wow, you're enjoying the cake. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do not mess with my hair. Okay.
You must have my hair.
No.
Yeah, stop.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I'm winded. Okay. Woo.
You're winded already?
I'm winded. I'm out of shape. Christmas did
Well,
be.
the story hasn't even started
I
yet.
know. I'm exhausted. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be playing my grandmother Paulina.
And I'll be playing my grandfather, Camilla.
All right, get in your spot. Go.
You're my son.
You did it.
You're the one that
Look,
I
you did it. Everyone's dressed. You guys
Yeah.
feel good? Yeah. Oh, you got your baby. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
It's gonna lie.
I think we're
I
good.
think you were ready.
Okay, let's do it.
And without further ado, this is our Winter's Tale.
9 changes of the watery star has been the shepherd's note since I have left my throne without a burden. With one, I thank you, I multiply many thousands more that go before.
Stay your thanks a while. Pay them when you part.
Sir, that is tomorrow. I am questioned by my fears of what may chance or breed in my absence. And besides, I have stayed to tire your royalty.
We're tougher, brother, than you put us to it.
No longer stay.
1 7 night longer.
Press me not, I beseech you, so. There is no tongue that moves, none in the world could win me so soon as yours. But my affairs do even drag me home, which to hinder were hinder love like a whip to me. And I say to you a trouble and a charge, so to say both. Farewell.
Tongue-tied, I queen. Speak you.
I thought to have held my tongue until you had drawn oaths from him not to stay. You, sir, charge him too coldly. Tell him you're sure all in Bohemia's well. Say this to him. He speaks from his best war.
Well said, Hermione.
You'll stay then?
No,
Nay, but you will.
I may not. Verily.
Oh, verily. Will you go yet? Force me to keep you as prisoner and not as my guest. So you shall pay your fees when you depart and say no thanks. How say you? My prisoner or my guest? By your dread verily, one of them you shall be.
Your guest, then. To be your prisoner or defending you. For me, is less easy to commit than for you to punish.
No, not your jailer then, but your kind hostess. I'll ask you of my lord's tricks and yours when you were boys. You ye lordings then?
We were fair. Two lads that thought there was nothing more behind than a day tomorrow such as today. And to be boy eternal.
Was not my lord the verier wag of the two?
We were as twin lambs that did frisk in the sun, and leaped the one at the other. What we changed was innocence for innocence. We knew not the doctrine of devil, nor dreamed that any did. Had we pursued that life, our weak spirits ne'er been reared with stronger blood, we would have answered heaven boldly, not guilty. The position cleared. Hereditary ours.
By this we gather you have tripped since.
Too hot, too hot. To mingle friendships far as mingling bloods. Picture Cordis on me. Is he one yet?
Oh, he'll stay, my lord.
My entreaties you would not. Reminded my dears, thou hast never spoken to better purpose.
Never.
Never but once.
What, have I twice said well? I prithee tell me when it was before, for one good deed thine tongueless slaughters 1,000 more waiting upon that. My last good deed was to entreat his stay. What was my first?
That's why that was when thou didst utter, I am yours forever.
Oh, know you now, and spoke to the purpose twice. The one forever earned a royal husband, the other for some while a friend. Come, I'll question you further, Lord.
My heart dances, but not with joy, not joy. Not so entertaining that my bosom lights not. Maybe affection. My intention stabs this way. Thou mayst go join with something thou dost, and that beyond commission. I find it. And to the hardening of my brow, the affection of my brain.
What means Cecilia?
Oh, how now, my lord? You look as though you held a brow of much distraction. Aren't you moved?
In good earnest, looking on the lines of my boy's face, methought I did recoil 23 years and saw myself. I think methought I then was to this colonel, this squash, this gentle man. My brother, are you so fond of your young prince as we of ours?
He's all my exercise, my mirth, my manner. At once my sworn enemy, but then my friend. But in all his varying childness, he cures me. Thoughts that would take my blood.
And so stands the squire officed here with me. Hermione, how thou lovest us, show in our brother's welcome. Let what is dear in Cecilia be cheap. Thanks to thyself and my young rover, he is a parent to my heart.
If you would seek us, we are yours in the garden. Paulina? Pray tell, first you met, who wore this pretty age.
I am angling now, though you perceive me not how I give love. Go to, oh, how she holds up the neck, the bewilderment, and arms herself with the boldness of a wife to her allowing husband. 'Tis a body plan that will strike where 'tis predominant, and let the enemy in and out with bag and baggage. Many thousand ones have this disease and feel it not. Camilla there.
I, my good lord.
This great sir will yet stay longer.
You had much to it, make his anchor hold. When you cast out, still came home.
Yes, how came it to know that he did stay?
At the good queen's entreaty.
The queen's being good should be pertinent, but so it is not. Was this taken by any understanding page, but
I think most understand Bohemia states
why?
to satisfy your highness and the entreaties of
The
our most gracious
entreaties of your mistress is satisfied! Let that suffice. I have trusted thee, Camilla, with all the things nearest to my heart. But we have been deceived in thy integrity, deceived in that which seems so.
Be it forbid, my lord.
What do I want? Thou art not honest. Or if thou inclinest that way, thou art a coward and therein negligent, or else a fool.
my gracious lord. I may be negligent, foolish, and fearful. In every one of these no man is free, but beseech your grace, be plainer with me. Let me know my trespass by its own visage. If I then deny it,
Have thou not seen, Camillo, that my wife is slippery? If thou wilt confess, or else be impudently negative, have no eyes, nor ears, nor thought, then say my wife is a happy horse, deserves a name as rank as any flax wench that puts to before a troth plight. Say it, and justify it.
I would not be a stander by to hear my sovereign mistress clouded so, without my present vengeance taken. True, my heart. You never spoke what did become you less than this. Wish to reiterate words.
Whispering nothing, leaning cheek to cheek, wishing clocks more swift. Is this nothing? Why then all the world and everything that's in it is nothing. The coloring sky is nothing. Bohemia is nothing. My wife is nothing, nor nothing have these nothings, if this be nothing.
My lord, be cured of this diseased opinion, for 'tis most dangerous.
Say be, 'tis true, 'tis true.
No,
It is you lie. You lie, were my wife's liver infected as her life, she would not live the running of one glass.
Who does it infect her?
Why, he that wears her like a medal about his neck. Bohemia, who, had I servants true about me, they should do that which should undo more doing I. And now he is cupbearer, might see it how I am galled, might bespice a cup to give my enemy a last week, which drafted me to record.
My lord, I could do this, but I cannot believe this crack to be my dread mistress.
Make that thy question and go rot. Must think I am so muddy, so unsettled to appoint myself in this vexation. To sully the purity and whiteness of my sheets, give scandal to the blood of the prince, my son, who you think is mine, and love as mine, without right moving to it. Would I do this?
I must believe you, sir. I do. And will fetch off Bohemia for it. Provided that, when he's removed, even for your son's sake, your highness will take and get your queen as yours at first.
No blemish to run.
Go then. When with countenance as clear as friendship wears at feast, keep with Bohemia.
As all. Do it, and thou hast the one half of my heart. Do it not, and thou splits thine own.
I'll do it, my lord.
And I will seem friendly as thou hast advised me.
Nay, but you said, ah, my lord, I've heard tell of it.
I must be the poisoner of good Polixenes? For my crown to do it is the obedience to a master. One who in rebellion with himself will have all that are his, so too. Oh, to do it or no serves me a great happy star, reign now. Oh, okay, here comes Bohemia. Hello. Hail, most royal sir.
The king hath on him such a countenance. But even now I met him with a customary compliment when he speeds from me. So it leaves me to consider what is breeding that changes thus his manners.
I dare not know, my lord.
Camillo, thy changed complexions are like a mirror to me, showing me mine changed as well. For I must be a party in this alteration, finding myself thus altered with it.
There's a sickness that puts some of us in distemper. But I cannot name the disease, and it is caught of you that yet are well.
How? Caught of me? No. If thou knowest aught what does behove my knowledge thereof to be informed, imprison it not in ignorant concealment.
I may not answer.
A sickness caught of me, yet I well. I must be answered. Dost thou hear, Camillo? Bear it.
Sir, I will tell you. Since I'm charged in honor, that I think honorable, therefore mark my counsel, which must be even as swiftly followed as I mean to utter it, or both yourself and me cry loss, and so good night.
On, good Camillo.
I'm appointed him to murder you.
By who?
By the king.
Why?
He thinks, nay, with all confidence, he swears that you have touched his queen forbiddenly.
Then my blood turned to infected jelly, and my name be yoked with him that did betray the best. How should this grow?
I know not. But I think 'tis safer to avoid what's grown than to question how 'tis born. If therefore you dare trust my honesty, you shall await tonight. Be not uncertain I've uttered truth, which if you seek to prove I dare not stand by.
I do believe thee. I saw his heart in his face. Give me thy hand. Be pilot to me, and thy places shall still neighbor mine. My ships are ready, and my people did expect my hence departure 2 days ago. Camillo, this jealousy is for a precious creature, and she's rare. Must it be great as his person is mighty? Must it be violent, as he does conceive that he is betrayed by a man that ever professed to him? And that his ravages must be made all the more bitter. Camillo, I will respect thee as a brother if thou bearest my life off hence. Come, let us away.
Come, sir. Away.
Was he back there? Was Camillo with him?
Never saw I men scour so on their way. I eyed them even to their ships.
Was his help in this? His banner? Here's my crown. It's true that is mistrusted. That false villain of my employer was pre-employed by him. My boy. I am glad you did not nurse him. Though he bears some signs of me, yet you have too much blood in him.
Oh, what is this? Sport?
You shall not come about him. And let you sport yourself with that your big wit. 'Tis Polixenes has made thee swell thus. You're an adulteress.
Surely the villains say so. The most replenished villain in all the world. You are as much more villain. My lord, you do but mistake.
You have mistook my lady Polixenes for Leontes. I think we shall not call a creature of thy place, lest barbarism making me the precedent. Should a like language used to all mannerly distinguishments leave out betwixt the prince and beggar. I have said she is an adulteress. I have said with whom. More that she is a traitor, and Camillo a pederary with her. One that knows what she should shame herself to know. The most vile principle that she is a bedswerver. Even as bad as those that vulgars give bold titles to, I, and give to this, their late escape.
My lord, by my life! Privy to none of this! How will this grieve you when you shall come to clearer knowledge that you have thus published?
Away with her to prison! He that shall speak for her is afar off guilty, but that he speaks.
There is so ill play, it rains. Let's be patient until the heavens look with an aspect more favorable.
Good, my lords, I am not commonly prone to weeping of those of my sex commonly are, yet the vain dew wanting may try your pities, yet I
go do our bidding hence.
Be certain what you do, sir, lest your justice prove violence, in the which 3 great ones suffer, yourself, your queen, your son. Please you to accept it that the queen is spotless in the eyes of heaven and to you. I mean, in this which you accused her.
Either thou art most ignorant, thou wert born a fool. Camilla's flight added to their familiarity, which was as gross as ever touched conjecture. That last sight only, not for approbation, but seeing all other circumstances made up to the deed, doth push on the proceeding. For greater confirmation, I have dispatched in post to sacred Delphos, to Apollo's temple, Cleomenes and Dion. Now, from the oracle they shall bring all whose spiritual counsel and shall stop or spur me. Have I done the well?
Well done, my lord.
Though I am satisfied with what I know and need no more, yet shall the oracle give rest to the minds of others, such as he is. Ignorant credulity will not come up to the truth.
She left a week to wrong your protector's coming home.
Oh, dear gracious lady, how farest thou?
As well as one so great and so forlorn may hold together. My frights and griefs, which never tender lady hath borne greater, I am something before my time delivered. Daughter, dear goodly babe, lusty and like to live. Oh, my poor prisoner, I am as innocent as you.
If you dare trust me with the little babe, I'll show it the king, and undertake to be your advocate to the last. We do not know how he may soften at the sight of the child. Silence often of pure innocence persuades when speaking things.
May you be blessed for it.
Do not you fear. Upon mine honor, I will stand betwixt you and danger.
Night, day, no rest. It's the weakness to bear the matter thus. It's mere weakness. The cause of her being, part of the cause, she, the adulteress with the heart of the king, is quite beyond my arm, the level and blank of my brain, plot proof. But she that can look to me. Said she were gone. Give it to the fire. Plenty of my rest might come to me again. How does the boy?
He took good rest tonight. 'Tis hoped his sickness is discharged. My lord, I beseech you, hear me, who profess to be your loyal servant, your physician, your most obedient counselor. I say I come from your good queen.
Good cook.
Good queen, my lord, good queen. For she is good. And brought you forth a daughter. Here it is. Commends it to your blessing.
Out! A mankind wit! Out with it! A most intelligencing bond!
Not so. I am no less honest than you are mad, which is enough, I'll warrant as
Traitor!
far as goes.
Well, I'll push it up. Take up the bastard, I say. Take it up and give it to thy queen.
Or ever unvenerable be thy hands, if thou takest up the princess with that forced bait your children yours.
Oh, nest of traitors.
Not I, nor any but one that's here, and that's himself. For he, the sacred honor of himself, his queens, his hopeful sons, his babes, betrays to slander whose sting is sharper than the sword, and will not, for as the case now stands, it is a curse he cannot be compelled to it. Once remove the root of his opinion, which is rotten as ever oak or stone was sound.
Scratch is none of mine. It is the issue of Polixenes. Hence with it. Commit it to the fire.
It is yours. And might we lay the old proverb to your charge, so like you 'tis the works. Behold, although the print be little, the whole matter and copy of the father. Eye, nose, lip, the trick of his frown, his forehead, pretty dimples of his chin and cheek, his smiles. No yellow in it, lest she suspect as thou dost her children, not her
How
husband.
unworthy to be hanged!
A most unworthy and unnatural lord can do no more.
Be burnt.
I care not. It is a heretic that makes the fire, not she which burns in it. Look at your babe, 'tis yours.
My child!
So send her a back.
Away with it!
Spirit.
Even now, it has a heart so tender over it. Take it up, see it instantly consumed with fire. Even thou, and none but thou, take it up straight. Within this hour give me word 'tis done in thy good testimony, or else seize thy life with what thou else callest thine. Thou wilt refuse, and encounter my wrath, say so. The bastard's brains, with these by proper hands shall I dash out. Go, take it to the fire. Swear to me you'll do my bidding.
Swear to do this, though a present death had been more merciful. Come, poor babe. Some powerful spirit instruct the kites and ravens to be thy nurses.
I'll not rear another's issue. Let the trial begin. This session, to our great grief we pronounce, even pushes against our heart. The party tried the daughter of a king, our wife, and one of us too much beloved. Let us be cleared of being tyrannous, since we so openly proceed in justice, which shall have its due course, even to the guilt or purgation. Produce the prisoner.
Read the indictment.
Hermione, queen to the worthy Leontes, king of Sicilia, thou art here accused and arraigned of high treason, committing adultery with Polixenes, king of Bohemia, and conspiring with Camillo to take away the life of our sovereign lord, thy royal husband. The pretense whereof being by circumstances partly laid open, that thou, Hermione, contrary to the faith and allegiance of a true subject, did counsel and aid them for their better safety to fly away by night.
Since what I am to say must be but that which contradicts my accusation, and the testimony on my part no other but what comes from myself, it shall scarce boot me to say not guilty. Mine integrity being counted falsehood, shall, as I express it, be so received. But thus, the powers divine behold our human actions as they do. I doubt not that innocence shall make false accusation blush, and tyranny tremble at patience. You, my lord, so, how my past life hath been as continent, as chaste, as true as I am now unhappy. To your own conscience, sir, before Polixenes came to your court, how I was in your grace, how merited to be so. And since he came, with what encounter so uncurrent I have strained to appear thus. If one jot beyond the bound of honor, in act or in will, that way inclining, then hardened be the hearts that hear me. My next of kin cry fie upon my grave.
You will not own it.
For Polixenes, with whom I am accused, I confess I loved him, as in honor he required. With such a kind of love as might become a lady like me. Even such a love so and no other as thou self-commanded. Which not to have done, I think, had been both disobedience and ingratitude. To you, towards your friend, whose love had spoke ever since it could speak, from an infant, freely, that it was yours. Now for conspiracy, I know not how it tastes, though it be dished for me to try how. All I know of it is that Camillo was an honest man, and why he left your court, the gods themselves, ought you no more than I, are ignorant.
You knew of his departure as you know what you've undertaken to do in his absence.
Sir, you speak a language that I understand not. My life stands at the level of your dreams, which I'll lay down.
Your actions are my dreams. You are a bastard, my Polixenes, and I must runt it. Look for no less than death.
Sir, spare your threats. The bug which you would fright me with I seek. To me can life be no commodity. The crown and comfort of my life. Your favor I do give lost. I do feel it gone. I know not how it went. My second joy, the first fruits of my body, from his presence I am barred like one infectious. My third comfort, most unluckily starved, from my breast the most innocent milk in its most innocent mouth. Hail out to murder! My son will every post proclaim, stupid! With immodest hatred, the child-bed privilege me denied, which longs to women of all fashion. And lastly, hurry here, to this place, in the open air, before I have got strength of limit. Now, my liege, tell me, what blessings have I here alive that I should fear to die? Therefore proceed. But yet hear this, mistake me not. If I be condemned upon surmises, all prove sleeping else, but what your jealousies awake, I tell you 'tis rigor and not law. Your honors all, I do refer me to the oracle. Apollo be my judge.
This your request is altogether just. Therefore bring forth, and in Apollo's name, his oracle. You here shall swear to me that you, Cleomenes, and Dion have been both at Delphos, and from thence have brought up the sealed up oracle from the hand of great Apollo's priest, and that since then you have not dared to break up the seals, nor read the secrets in it.
All this we swear.
Break the seals and read.
Polixenes blameless, Camillo a true subject, Leontes a jealous tyrant, his innocent babe truly begotten, and the king shall live without an heir if that which is lost be not found.
Now blessed be the great Apollo. Hast thou spoke the truth?
I, my lord, even as a
There is no truth at all in the oracle. The session shall proceed. This is mere falsehood.
My lord the king.
What's the business?
Sir, I shall be hated to report it. The prince, your son, with mere conceit and fear of the queen's speed, is gone.
How gone?
Is dead.
Well, there.
This news is mortal to the queen. Look down and see what death is doing.
Take her hands. Her heart will overcharge. She will recover. Too much suspicion. Beseech you, tenderly apply to her some remedies for life. Pardon my great profaneness against thy oracle. Reconciling to Polixenes, oh, you woo my queen. I recall the good Camillo, who I proclaim a man of truth, of a mercy. Be transported by my jealousies to my bloody thoughts and to revenge. He shows Camillo for the minister to poison my friend Polixenes. But the good mind of Camillo died in his my swift man. He, most humane, filled with honor to my kingly guest, unblessed my friend. Who just watches here, which you do grazing? Hazard of all uncertainties and self-commended, no richer than his honor. How he glisters through my rust. How his pity does my deeds make them black.
What studied torments, tyrant, hast for me? What? Wheels? Racks? Fires? What flaying, boiling in leads or oils? What old or newer torture must I receive whose every word deserves to taste of thy most worst? That thou betrayedst Polixenes 'twas nothing. Thou wouldst have poisoned good Camillo's honor to have him kill a king for trespasses more monstrous standing by. Whereof I reckon the casting forth to fire thy baby daughter to be of none or little. Nor is it directly linked to thee the death of the young prince, whose honorable thoughts high for one so tender, cleft the heart that could conceive a gross and foolish sire. No, this is not laid to thy answer. But the last, O Lord, when I have said, cry woe, the queen, the sweetest, dearest creature's dead, and vengeance for it not dropped down yet. I say she's dead. I swear it. If word or oath prevail not, go and see. If you can bring tincture or luster in her lip, then I will serve you as I would do the gods. But O thou tyrant, do not repent these things, for they are heavier than thy woes can stir. Therefore, betake thee to nothing but despair.
Go on. Go on. I guess I speak too much. I deserve all tongue to talk, but it's
Good, my liege. Sir, royal sir, forgive a foolish woman the love I bore your queen. Fool again. I'll speak of her no more. nor of your children. I'll not remember you of my own Lord who is lost too. Take your patience to you, and I'll say nothing.
I can speak but well when most the truth, which I'll receive much better than to be rid of thee. One grave shall be for the both. Causes of the death shall appear, so our shame perpetual. What's the day of this chapel where they lie? Tears shed there shall be my recreation. So long as nature bears up to this exercise, so long I daily vow to